Howdy folks, Skirbo here, back with some more Mountain Valley Farm. I'm not 100% sure how fertilization stages work in seasons. I didn't see any kind of setting here for that. Our season length is 3 days. And if we look at the map, it looks like it's the dark blue, which is the last stage. I fertilized when I planted. So I don't know if that means there's only one fertilization stage. But I'm going to run this weeder here a little bit. And we'll see what it does. It may do absolutely nothing. But I'm going to run one strip down through here. Just drive manually. And we'll see what it does. I don't know. I didn't see anything in the season's help about fertilization. And my dad did a little farming when I was a kid, but we didn't do row crops. We had cattle and pigs. Stuff like that. So I don't really know that much about planting. So we'll just run down here. We'll bring that up, and I'm guessing there's zero change. Yeah, there's no change here at all. So I don't think we have to do anything. I could be wrong. But I'll go put this back in the shed. And we'll wait for some more growth. So I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, we zipped right through summer and right into early autumn or fall. And I didn't see any difference in the fertilization needs of the crop. It seemed to just grow normally. But we are ready for a harvest now. So I'm going to go get the harvester and we'll get started. I did realize I don't have a tipper. So we will have to run down to the store at some point and get a tipper to offload. But this 7130 holds quite a bit, so we'll get started on the harvest. We got a nice clear fall here. There's no rain or anything in the forecast, so that is good. If we had much bigger of a harvester, we'd have to be cutting some trees down. I'm still not 100% sure I can get this in the field through the gates. I think this is going to be too big. Can I even make the turn here? Yeah, I think this is going to be too big. I'm going to have to go with plan B. I don't think we can get down this way either without hitting stuff. Nope, I got too big of a harvester. Wouldn't you know it? I didn't even think about that. Well, I don't edit out all the mistakes I make. I do occasionally edit out some mistakes, but I think what I'll do, I think we got enough money. I'm going to go ahead and sell this case, and we'll get a John Deere harvester. Continue our John Deere theme. So I'll be right back. Give me just a second. Okay, we got rid of the red monstrosity. I love that 7130. It's a good harvester, but it's just too big for what we got going on here. I got this W330. It's going to take a lot more passes, but I'm hoping it'll actually fit into the field. Let's go check. It's going to be tight, I think. It's just not a very big fence row here. Yeah, this should make it no problem. But I think I will use the GPS mod. Trying to think of what I want to do. Or maybe I'll just do a headland around manually. This thing doesn't hold very much, so we'll see how far we can get. Pretty good sound to it. I think I will do some straw bales. Stockpile some of those. We may eventually do some cattle. I need to get my tool down here. I didn't notice that little problem there. We'll get the roller and we'll fix that back the way it's supposed to be. I may fix the edge of the field too. I got a little close with the plow. So we're pulling in brush and a bunch of other crap with the wheat. So we'll do a little tweaking to the field here after our first harvest. Same here, got a little close to the road. Let's try that again. There we go. So I'm going to go harvest this field, and I'll either do a time lapse or just skip over it. Either way, you won't have to sit here through the whole thing. So I will see you when the harvester is full. Do an offload or two. We'll skip through most of it, so see you on the other side. Alright, our harvester is full. We need to go get a tipper. I noticed when I hopped in this tractor here, I didn't want to start. I was a little hesitant. So I looked over here, and maintenance is required. Apparently we've hit the 3 days since we did the fast forwarding through the seasons. Or the 2 seasons, or whatever the maximum time is. So we need to come over here, and I think it's Alt-R. Do you want to perform maintenance on the 7030 for $344? Yes, I do. Now we have 30 engine hours, or 6 days. Should start right up. Alright, so that's something to keep in mind. There is maintenance on the vehicles, especially when you fast forward, it can sneak up on you. So I'm going to run down to the store and get a tipper, and we'll bring it back in when we're ready to offload. Alright, we're coming back from the store with our brand new tipper here. Go park it by the field. And I think we'll just offload as we come around. See how that works out anyway. But until we get a little more out, we can't even get in the field basically. So let's pop the cover off. And we'll just park right there. AgroLiner, I think it holds 21,000, so that's a lot of offloads of this little thing. I've got a mod that makes you manually unload, and you also have to have the engine going so the auger works. So it looks like this holds about 5,000. So this will hold about 4 harvester fulls. Something like that. That seems slow. I don't know if it's slower or just my imagination. But off we go again. Round and around we go. So like I said, I will probably just edit all this out, unless something interesting happens. Might bring you in when we run the tipper over to the silo or something, but we'll skip through all this long harvest. I don't have any idea if we're getting good yield or not, but we just made it once around the field and filled up the harvester, so that feels pretty good. Anyway, I will see you in a bit. So I thought I'd try a hired helper. I don't think I have the AI vehicle extension. So this is the default hired help. And it's a she, right? Yeah, it's a she. She turned around okay down at the other end. She kind of does it in a funky way. And it mashes down a little bit of the crop. But it seems to work. I did the 2 headlands around the outside on my own. So yeah, it seems like we can use hired help. I wasn't sure if that would work or not, since we just created this field from nothing. It doesn't technically have a field number, so I can't use courseplay. But the default hired help seems to work, so I'm going to let her harvest, and I'm going to offload, and we'll see how that goes. So probably the next time she's going this way, I'll try to come alongside and get her offloaded. So the harvest continues. Yeah, I got to catch up to her, but looks like it's gonna work. I didn't get my cruise set, but I think I think she'll stop down here at the end of the row. And, I can get her all the way offloaded and go dump it in the silo. Looks like she wants to run about 7, so we'll get the cruise control set. No, she's not going to wait on me. Oh, now she is. Make up your mind, lady. Yeah, she's going to wait. Alright, cool. She is empty. Alright, so let's lower the cruise down to... We'll try 7, see if that works. In case you didn't know, 1 and 2 keys adjust your cruise control speed. 3 turns it on. If you press and hold 3, it'll put the cruise on at the max speed, rather than what you have it set to. A little pro tip in case you didn't know. Speaking of tip, we're on the back side for the tipping. Let's pull right in here and we should be able to offload. Too many trees in the way. Good deal. So we're just going to keep that rhythm up. Let the hired help harvest, and I will offload, and we'll get this field done. It'll be the first harvest in the ground. We managed not to kill the wheat, so I guess we did something right. And then in the wintertime, we might do some more logging to get the rest of that field over there on the other side of the road ready to plow. Something we can do during the winter is do some logging, as long as the snow doesn't get too thick. So I'll bring you back in at the end once we get all this luscious wheat in. Okay, that's the field harvested. Take the last load over, see what our total was for that crop. Got a lot of straw here. Thinking about turning that into bales for sale. And then keep some. All right, there we go. So we end up with about 50,000 liters off of that field. Pretty good haul. So that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we'll probably take a look at getting a baler, getting the straw baled up, getting some of it stored away, sell the rest. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.